Today we are doing lesson 11.6, sort two-dimensional shapes. The essential question is, how do you use the number of sides and angles to sort two-dimensional shapes? Listen and draw. Make the shape with pattern blocks. Draw and color the blocks you used. So we're going to use some different pattern blocks here. I know that I can make this shape with just a red pattern block, so I'm going to color that in. The next one says to use two blocks. So I can make that shape with a blue block and a green block. I'm going to take the green one off so I can trace that line right there. So now the first one is blue. And the next one is green. And then in the last box it says use three blocks. So to use three blocks, I will need to use green. So I'll take one off so I can draw that first line, and I'm going to take the next one off. But because there were three green ones, I'm going to color that whole thing green. Our math talk says describe how you could sort the blocks you've used. Well, this one is bigger, the red one is bigger. The blue one is a medium size. Greens are smaller. And also I'm sorting them by color. I have red, blue, and green. So turn your paper over. We're on page 736. Model and draw. Which shapes match the rule? First rule is shapes with more than three sides. So if I look at this triangle, that's not more than three sides. This shape is more than three sides. This rectangle is more than three sides. This triangle is not more than three sides, but this hexagon is more than three sides. The next rule is shapes with fewer than 5 angles, so less than 5 angles. So this triangle only has 3 angles, so I'm going to circle that. This triangle only has 3, that's less than 5. The hexagon has 6, so that's not less than 5. The square has 4, that is less than 5. And the pentagon has 5, so it's not less than 5. I would not circle that. So let's go down to the bottom, share and show. Circle the shapes that match the rule. We're going to circle the shapes with 5 sides. So the sides. This one has 5 sides. This one does not have 5 sides. This one does. This one only has 4 sides. Let's count this one. It's kind of a different shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we would circle this one. Number 2, shapes with more than 3 angles. So this time we're looking at angles, and they have more than 3. Well, this one has more than 3. This one has just 3. This one has more than 3. This one has just 3. This one has more than 3. Number 3, shapes with fewer than 4 angles. Fewer than 4. That means it has to be a shape with how many angles? Yeah, it has to be a shape with 3 angles. This one has more. This one is fewer than 4. This one is fewer than 4. This one has 4. And this one is fewer than 4. And number 4, shapes with fewer than 5 sides. Fewer than 5 sides. So this has less than 5 sides. And this has less than 5 sides. This one is not fewer than 5 sides. This one is fewer. This one has just 5 sides, so we would not circle that. Let's go to our next page, which is 737 on your own. So I'm just going to explain this to you. This first part will be what we just did on the page before. Circle the shapes that match the rule. So you're going to circle the shapes with 4 sides. You're going to circle the shapes with more than 4 angles. More. You're going to circle shapes with fewer than 4 angles, so less than 4 angles, and shapes with fewer than 5 sides. And on the bottom it says draw 3 shapes that match the rule and circle them. Then draw 2 shapes that do not match the rule. So you're going to be doing 5 shapes in all, 3 that match the rule and then 2 that do not. So the rule is shapes with fewer than 5 angles. So you need to draw 3 shapes that match this rule. They have to have fewer than 5 angles. So that means they will have either 4 angles or 3 angles. You're going to do 3 of those. Then, I think I'll draw a little line right here to divide that. Then you're going to draw 2 shapes that do not match the rule. So they do not have to be fewer than 5 angles. It can be whatever you want, but they are not fewer than 5 angles. Then turn your paper over and problem solving. I want you to sort these shapes. So first you need a red crayon, and you are going to color the shapes with more than 4 sides. So anything that has more than 4 sides, you will color that red. After you finish that, you will use blue, and you're going to color the shapes with fewer than 5 angles. Fewer than 5. When you are done, all of these shapes will be colored. They will either be red or blue. And on the bottom, it says draw each shape where it belongs in the chart. So you have 4 shapes here, and you need to put them where they belong. So shapes with fewer than 5 sides are going to go in this box, and shapes with more than 4 sides will go in this box. So you're going to draw these 4 shapes, but put them in the correct box. And when you have completed that, your assignment will be done.